What's up, guys? Sorry if I'm so far away. I'm gonna do my intro before I fix up the filming space and such. But basically, what this is a Tribe T segment. That's basically when you guys send me in your stories. We laugh, we kiki, we give tough love, all that jazz. But this is a live segment, so it's gonna be an hour long. And if you guys want to get started, just skip ahead 3 minutes, cause then I'll start reading the stories. But yeah, what's up, y'all? It's the weekend. It is the weekend, and this is what happens when your girl does a little bit too much socializing, and then it's like, oh shit, it's Sunday. I don't have a video. What should I do? You know what? Let's do a Tribe Tea, especially on the weekend when it's like, I know a lot of you guys work, so you can't really catch all the Tribe Teas. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do a weekend Tribe Tea. So I'm trying to get the first email before I start shooting the shit with y'all and before I fix the camera, because I know the camera is looking crazy. But yeah, I'm just trying to get everything set up so we can just like hop right into it. I hope I don't look like I have bags under my eyes. Last night I went kind of hard and I did not wipe the makeup off my face, so I had to do like a deep ass scrub of my face this morning. And now that I'm on camera, I feel like I still have mascara bags under my eyes. So that's fucking attractive, right? But somebody said your channel should specifically be only Tribe Teas. That's like the vibe that I was thinking too, but some people like that vibe, some people don't. Like, I said this in a previous Tribe Tea live segment that I really wanted to make this channel just be like Tribe Tea based, and then have my vlog channel be like, you know, the more personal side of me. And but I know some people are not here for it. So I'm trying to do transitions very slowly to make people comfortable, you know, but whatever. All right, I got my first one. So I'm just going to scoot this camera up a little bit. And I am not wearing pants, so I have to be very careful how I scoot this. Okay. All right, hold on. Ugh. All right, that's cool. That's way better because before, you know what, let me do this too. There we go. That's so much better. Okay, I feel more in focus now. Okay, so we're gonna start soon. Yeah, my eyesight is so bad I can't even see what y'all are saying from that far away. But yeah, you guys are like, I wouldn't mind if the channel was more Tribe Teas. Yeah, but you know, some people will, and it's totally okay because I did not come onto YouTube just doing Tribe Teas, so I would get why some people would be upset. But you know, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, because that's all I can really do is just do what I'm doing. But all right, so it is officially 2 p.m. Thanks for everybody tuning in to the live segment. I know it's the weekend. I know this is not normally when we do things, but your girl did not have no video to post today, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go live and shoot the shit with you guys because my boyfriend's at work and I'm bored and y'all are my homies. So if you guys want to see what other people are saying in the live chat, all you have to do is click the live chat button if you're watching this in future tense and not during the live. Sometimes that feature doesn't work, like when the video just gets posted, but if you wait a little bit, you should be able to see what's going on. You guys are hilarious as shit in these comments, so I just want to shout out to all the tribe members in the comments right now. I see y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna get started. This one was actually sent to my business email, and I forwarded it over to the Tribe T email, so I skipped over this one by accident. There's two that this happened to. That's why I always tell you guys, make sure you email me at the correct email, because then shit like this happens and you get, you know, skipped. But yeah, this is one of those, and it's just called Tribe T, I need advice, girl, help me. And apologies in advance if you hear these fucking planes flying. I live by rich people that like to fly their planes, and it's a Sunday, so that's when they, oh, that's when to be out. So sorry if you guys hear the planes, and sorry if you guys hear the TV. My dog needs to be mentally stimulated, okay? So That's what's going on. And shout out for the donation. Thank you so much. You guys do not have to donate, but if you do, I really do appreciate it. So we're just gonna get into this story, okay? So she says, "Hey girl, I don't know if you'll see this or anything, but I really want your advice. I'm a chubby girl with low self esteem and tend to get into situations with guys or female friends where they try to manipulate me or treat me like shit. It sucks, but that's usually how the world operates. Usually, very, sympathetic, empathetic people will get drawn in by the narcissistic, manipulative assholes of the planet. I don't know why the magnetism is so strong with that, but it just is. But anyway, oh, and shout out to everybody that just came in. I just saw an influx of you guys. Like, shout out to y'all. But anyway, she says, I'm a forgiving person to people I've grown attached to because of my reaction attachment disorder and will forgive some people over and over until they have screwed up so bad I cannot forgive them. I did not know that was a disorder. I mean, I know a lot of people that got that shit. Shit, I used to be one of them. Like, I didn't know that was a whole disorder. I get the more you know. But I try to tell y'all, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, in most cases, I can stand up for myself and have a short fuse because of my anxiety and bipolar, so I don't take crap from most people, although as I've gotten older, I try to handle it in less aggressive ways. Well, what happened to you don't stand up for yourself and you have, y'all be sending me real mixed signals with these stories sometimes. It's really interesting. I feel like I need to just put that on a t-shirt. This is very interesting to me because I always say that when I read some of you guys' stories. Like, this is interesting to me on how we perceive ourselves and how we try to perceive ourselves to other people and how we are actually perceived. Like, it's just really interesting to me because it's like, in one breath, you're like, I have low self-esteem, people take advantage of me, I just forgive and forgive. And then the next thing, you're just like, I stand up for myself because I have a short fuse and I don't take crap from most people and I'm trying to be less aggressive. Like, which one is it? Which one is it? Because it's just interesting to me because I'm not a fucking alien. I'm pretty sure I do the same thing and I don't notice it either. Like, which one is it? Somebody says you could be both, but that doesn't make any sense. How could you be somebody who has low self-esteem, you're getting manipulated by everybody, you don't know how to tell somebody no, but then in the same breath, you're somebody who stands up for yourself, you don't take crap from anybody, and you're trying to be less aggressive? Like, how is that the same thing? Like, I'm a Gemini and that ain't me, Brad. Like, I'm pretty sure I know how I am with situations. Like, I don't know. But I don't know. It's just really interesting because like I said, I'm pretty sure I do the same shit. Like, I'm pretty sure I do the same shit. I'm pretty sure you guys do the same shit. But I don't know. I've just noticed that in a lot of stories that you guys write me in, it'll be 1 second. For example, okay, let's take a break from this story real quick. For example, there was a story that I had read where a girl was like, I'm a player, I make these dudes do this for me, I make these dudes do that for me, like, I'm not getting tied down. And then in the same story be like, oh my God, I'm digmatized. This boy got me giving him my car and got me giving him money and got me doing this, doing that. And I'm just like, I thought at the beginning of the story, you ain't take no shit from no dude. And you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, where it's really interesting how, like, people don't realize that they're subconsciously, like, painting that picture of what we think that we are, but then actually saying what we actually are. If you get what I'm saying? Like, right, different situation, different reaction, but it's still the same thing of being described as one way and then seen as another. Like, now to bring astrology into it, because, this might be a long ass segment, so I'm just about to be talking, but bringing astrology into it, your rising sign is what the majority of the world sees you as. Like, what the mannerisms or whatever that come with that sign, people might assume that you are that sign because of the energy. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just like, I could see how you get a perception of somebody, and then when it actually starts to get broken down, it's like, okay, well, now I'm confused because you brought me up to be this, that you were this way, and now I'm getting to know you, and you're actually the complete fucking opposite. Like, maybe that's what you want to be, or how you want other people to see you, you know? I don't know, because I get I'm an Aries rising, and a lot of people that watch my YouTube videos think that I'm going to be very like intense, opinionated, like, oh, hey girl, be loud, like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. And then they meet me in person and they're like, oh, she's actually a very chill bitch. Like, she's actually very chill. Like, she don't be on this like, bitch, leave him, sis, 24/7. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a way that you build yourself up and then how you actually are. And it's just interesting how sometimes those two things that people do be like here and here. Like, you get what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. I'm going to stop diverting off this story because we don't even know what sis needs help with yet. I'm over here just like going on a damn tangent. Like, let's just go, because I don't want to start the zodiac talk with y'all in this damn chat, because y'all could go all damn day. So I'm gonna save us some time. We're 8 minutes in. But anyway, just to get you guys regrouped, since I went on my little tangent, is basically she has low self-esteem. She has disorders on top of disorders on top of disorders. She's been through abusive friendships, and she's ashamed to say she's stuck around. She says that she is a virgin at almost 20 years old, which is not a bad thing or anything that you need to feel ashamed of, sis. Like, it's okay. She says, I know it's old-fashioned, but I want my first time to be with someone I really care about and trust. Anyways, I've had a lot of situations with guys trying to pressure me into having sex or calling me a frigid person or a prude. I told a guy I've been talking to for a while that my aunt had died, and he said something along the lines of, oh, well, that's sad, but you should get over it after only 2 days. Then he said he loved me, and I was confused, since he made it clear he wanted to be friends with benefits, and I told him I wasn't into that, and he seemed fine with it. So I said I loved him too. So, I'm gonna keep reading. Okay. I know it was shitty to say it back, but you don't know. But I felt vulnerable at the time. He responded with, well, if you love me, then you would have sex with me. And honestly, it hit me hard because this dude was really trying to use my broken emotional state to manipulate me. I'm planning on blocking him. Let me stop, because I was just about to go into that whole thing that I like just did for like 8 minutes of being like, but I thought you said you don't take no shit, but you got this dude trying to manipulate you. Like, that's what I'm saying when y'all are like, you could be both. I don't see how you could be both, because if a person is very like blunt, then how the fuck are they allowing this person to do this to them? I understand she did say that she was insecure, but I can see by what you're typing that you know that this person is dead ass wrong for what they did to you. And like, honestly, you don't deserve that. Like, this guy is a piece of shit. But I'm gonna keep on because we've been on this story for a bit. In summary, I guess what I'm asking is how to get more confident and to care less about what people say or think of me, as well as how do I set strict boundaries with people without seeming bitchy, and how to stand up to those people. Also, I know I'm asking a lot, but could you give me advice on guys? I'm kind of confused. When I act sexy, I get ghosted after a while, and when I don't act sexual at all, I still get ghosted. I live in a small military town in North Carolina after moving from Columbus, Ohio, so honestly, the idea of meeting anyone has fizzled to almost nothing. Your help would mean everything, honestly. I love your vids, and I watch you a lot. You seem like a legit, upfront person, and I admire that. Keep doing you. Well, thank you, sis, and I'm about to help you. So, honestly, I feel like you might just need to take a break from trying to go after these boys. Like, fuck these boys, dude. Like, why does it matter? Like, literally, things like that are going to just come to you. Like, you could just You get what I'm sorry, I just got distracted because I just clicked on another story and somebody said, I don't know. I don't know who this is, but somebody emailed me like an apology. So I'm just going to bookmark that and save it for later. It's not like nobody who I've made story times about or anything. It's somebody who just sent me an apology, which is like awkward because I don't know how to handle emotions and I don't know what they're saying sorry about. Like, I don't think anybody did me wrong, so I don't know what they're saying sorry about. But anyway, fuck that. So basically, I just feel like, sis, you need to take a break from boys. Like, you need to leave boys alone and just focus on something else. Like, that stuff will just happen. You really just need to focus on building yourself up, building your own self-esteem instead of trying to go out and trying to get these boys to like you, when it's like you need to build yourself up first. Like, why not cut off all those toxic friends that make you feel like shit, have some you time for a little bit, and then try to go and make some new ones that are actually positive. But as for the boys thing, leave that the fuck alone. But when it comes to building yourself up, you need to surround yourself with positivity. You need to surround yourself with people that are going to build you up and not make you feel like shit for coming to them about things. Go to family. You know, that's what helped me a lot when it came to me like cutting off toxic people and stuff. Like, I just went to my family and regrouped with my family just to remind myself of who I really am and who I came from. And I know some people don't have the family support or the family dynamic to do something like that. But or if you just have people that you view as family or like a mentor, I would just like go towards them, because you need to work on yourself and your self-esteem first, and like figuring out your inner complexities, because it seems like you don't know yourself. You all over the place. You got all these disorders and stuff like that. I would literally go towards family, go towards mentors, teachers, whatever you need. If you're in school, go to professors. Like, you just need to chill on that other shit and do your thing, because that's a lot. I'm going to move on to the next story. If you guys have anything you want to add on to that, you can go to the comments and add the comments, not the live chat comments, but like the actual comments of the video, and give her some advice. But I'm going to move on. This one is called, I used to stalk my high school crush. And the person that sent me this, oh my God, your name is like Hispanic as fuck. Like super Hispanic. Like, your name, like, I love it. Like, just throwing it out there. But let's get into it. We got some stalkers here. It's time to call the police. We don't snitch on this channel sometimes. Anyway, hello Miss Naja and fellow tribe members. Let me start out by saying that I've been watching you for a hot minute. Ever since your story time about your roommate, Libra, or whatever her goofy... Oh my God, girl, you're a mess. And she just compared watching my channel to a form of addiction that I'm just not going to... Okay, wait, is this a guy or a girl? Oh, this is actually a guy, excuse me. So... I'm a 19-year-old closeted homosexual. They said homosexual, not homosexual. They said homosexual. I live in Chi-Town. I'm a Prad Sagittarius. I am sending you to jail. I'm sending you to jail because, look, you stalking people, you got bad grammar, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. I can't. Anyway, I'm about to enroll in my 3rd semester at my local community college because a brother needs his ooh, okay, so you spelled this word incorrectly, and I thought that you spelled this word so wrong on purpose that I thought that this was like a form of like science. Like, I thought this was like a degree in something, like an ear, nose, and throat doctor, or like another word for a type of surgeon. Like, but no, you said, I was about to be like, oh, a brother needs his degree in edumacation. No, he spelled edumacation, EDUMACAYSHUN, And I'm about to just slam my laptop shut and walk out. But I'm not wearing any pants, so I can't do that, and I'm stuck to read your story. We haven't even started. We haven't even started yet. Like, I'm so tired, y'all. I'm so tired, y'all. Okay, so for the sake of this video, and because what I'm about to disclose may be illegal, you can call me Ricky. Anyways, I'm about to tell y'all some fuckery shit I did back in the day because I wanted some boys. Weenie Hut Jr. really bad. Starting out my sophomore year of high school, I started developing feelings on a guy who I'm gonna call Connorlito because he was half Mexican and half Irish. Connorlito. I am so mad at you. Like, whoever wrote this story, I want to throw my computer because look at me. I just look so much more tired now. Look what you did. Look at that. You stressing me. You stressing me out. I'm tired. Tired of this. Connorlito. Honestly, to this day, I really don't know why, because one, I barely knew him. Two, he was very straight. I'm not going to use the analogy you just used. Holy hell, that is disgusting. And three, he was like a foot shorter than me. Sis, midget tings. You're going to jail. You are on your second strike. I know you've had a few, but now I'm counting. So you're on strike number 2. Okay? You got one more strike. I'm done. I'm done. Because I can't do this anymore. Like, oh my God. Like, are you fucking serious? Me and Connorlito never really talked, but we always ended up having one class together every year. He was essentially just eye candy. I stayed eyeing a lot of his friends too, so I don't know why he became my main victim. Over the years, my desire to befriend him grew, but my shy ass wouldn't approach him because he was more popular. I know, corny shit. So I would fantasize about Connorlito a lot outside of school. This is gonna sound crazy as fuck, but since I love horror movies, the circus theme from the original Pennywise movie became our song, and it sounds so cringy and weird looking, but it's true, sis. So, because you like horror movies, you went to go to the movies and watch the movie It. I'm assuming that's what you mean by Pennywise movie. I'm assuming you mean the new It, not the old It, because you said Pennywise movie. And while you're sitting there enjoying this film, you hear the song and you're like, you know what? This reminds me of Connorlito. This is officially our song now. So when you and Connorlito get married, y'all are going to be playing that It music, and you over here stalking him like, bitch, you are spooky. You're spooky as shit. Like, you are a real life, like, ID channel, Lifetime, bio channel needs to make something about you because I'm scared of you. Like, you're kind of scary friend. You're kind of scary friend. You're really kind of scary. But anyway, it got so bad to the point where I created a fake Facebook page and would do my research on this guy. Like, try to find family members so I could see more pictures of him. Doing shit like this eventually led me back into his school email account. It was pretty easy since the password was his birthday and his student email was posted on Google Classroom. I would read through his email homework essays just so I can find more personal info. Girl, retelling this makes me want to slap my younger self for real. You are going to jail. You're already in jail. You're telling this story through JPay because you're in jail right now. Like, this is scary. You were a kid doing this. Like, this is pretty scary. I wasn't stupid either. I would purposely wait till like 3 a.m. to do this because Google sends you notifications every time you log onto your Gmail from an unknown device. So first thing I would do was delete that email with the quickness, trying to erase my tracks. I'd even take the extra step to make sure I was an incognito so he wouldn't track it back to me. You are nuts. Oh my God. Eventually, because I was able to log into his email, I was able to change the password on the student portal so I could log in and find his home address. I'm sorry, but if I was his mom and your little ass tried to show up at my house, you're getting shot. Like, you're not, like, you're creepy. Like, wow. It's so crazy because something similar happened to my brother, but that's not my business to tell, so I won't. But something similar like this definitely happened where there was, a little gay boy, and he got real creepy with my brother, and we had to get that under control. That's why I don't be posting my family, because some of y'all don't know how to act. But something similar definitely happened, but it's not my story to tell. I'm not going to put my brother's business out there. But just seeing from the other side of seeing somebody doing, no, it's not the same story, but it's pretty fucking close, and actually a little bit worse because it was just bad. But I'm not going to get into it. But this is really scary. Like, I would press charges on your little ass. Like, I'm so sorry about it, but you would be getting them charges fucking pressed, because this is like a definite breach of privacy. You're like, at first I'm like, okay, you're being petty, you're logging into people's shit, but now it's like, oh, you got their address and like all, like, bro, we had to handle all that shit when it came to my brother, like restraining order, all type, like, bruh, like, anyway, again, not my business, but there are definitely some fucking weirdos like this, whether they're gay, straight, whatever. There are some weirdos out there like this where it's like they will just like the idea of somebody and just stalk them and be fucking creepy. Like, this is creepy. Like, eventually I found his home address, and what makes me mad is they were like, I found his home address. Like, sis, that's not fucking funny. Like, you're scary. Like, you're scaring people. Like, that's not fucking funny. That's not cute. Right, exactly. Action. Like, I'm just imagining this person with, like, little Connerlito, a picture, a Polaroid of Connerlito under their pillow or some shit. Like, that's weird. So one day, I literally walked 3 miles to get to his house so I could hopefully catch a glimpse of him, which I did not, because the Lord had his back that day. He said, not today, Ricky. That's enough. There's so much more that I'm probably missing, but I also remember purposely waiting for him after school at this one spot where he waited for his bus just so I could see him and maybe interact with him. Woo child. Oh my God. 3 miles. You just walked 3 miles to look at somebody. Luckily, I matured, and by my senior year, my feelings for Connerlito quickly faded away because I had bigger fish to fry, such as AP classes, college applications, and more of that sort. Okay, so how long was this? You said your sophomore year of high school, you started this bullshit. You did not stop until your senior year. That is 2 fucking years of stalking somebody. Yo. If y'all want to hear the story about how my CNA teacher hated my guts, threatened to kick me out of the course entirely, and made me cry 3 times throughout the year, I could send it another tribe tea. Well, how does that correlate? It went from, hey guys, I am the main character in a horror movie, so do you want to see me talk about my teacher making me cry? Like, being an impulsive hormonal teenager is no joke. I was one crazy son of a bitch. It's a funny memory now. I saw Connorlito not too long ago. Leave him alone. Leave Connorlito alone. Leave him alone. Do not talk to him. Leave him alone. Oh my God, please. Talking about, I just saw him not too long ago. You better leave him the fuck alone. He gonna hurt you. Oh my God. We parked next to each other coincidentally at our local church's parking lot. As I was about to leave, we noticed each other, made eye contact for a split second, and then he backed out and almost hit my car. So he is scared of you. So basically, he knows that you were popping up at random places. He knows that you were stalking him in a sense. I'm pretty sure he got the gist. It was over 2 years. How could he not know? He's scared of you. He hopped in his car and dipped. Well, tribe, hopefully y'all teacup was replenished and have a blessed day, Ricky. P.S. If you're in high school right now, please don't do the shit I did and just learn to move on from unhealthy crushes as my own. Look. I feel so bad for Connorlito. I really am like begging you. Like, if you fuck with me, the person that sent in that tribe tea, leave Connorlito alone. Leave him alone. I know you're saying you're matured and you're good, but just the fact that you saw him recently and you put that much, your presence put that much fear in Carlito, like Connorlito, Carlito, something, Lilito, I would leave him the fuck alone. Like, if you really have moved on, awesome. I'm glad that you have gone through that self-healing and that you don't do shit like that anymore, but I'm really gonna need you to leave him alone because he's scared of you, and I don't blame him for being scared of you. You can't really blame him for being scared of you. You were a sick ass kid. Like, you had fucking problems. You had problems as a high school child. Like seriously. And if you ever feel yourself getting a slither of obsession for somebody, immediately go and get some help, because you know you could, if you could take it to that extra mile as an adolescent, like, I would just go and get some help. If you are that aware of yourself now that that was weird, you already know. I don't got to tell you nothing. But that tea was not funny. That tea was scary. I feel bad for Connorlito. I'm glad that you realized that what you did was creepy. But yeah, that's as much as I could give you, sir, because the next story is just called Cayenne Pepper Tribe Tea. I don't have my water up here, so I don't know what to do with myself. Somebody said he's still the same, I bet. I hope not. I really do hope that they have changed, because that Connorlito, poor Connorlito needs to move. He needs to move. I would have moved. Like, I'd be like, Mom, we gotta go. Like, But yeah, this one is called Cayenne Pepper Tribe Tea. I like cayenne peppers. But let's move on. Let's move on. We got 30 minutes left, so yeah, here we go. So this one says, "Hey Naja, I just watched the spicy tribe tea you did with the Shrek green wig you had on. Damn, that was a long ass fucking time ago when I had that wig. I cut that wig up. That wig doesn't even look the same anymore. I like cut it into like a bob." Somebody said, what month are we on? We are in July for long stories, and we are in August for short stories. So there you go. But yeah, that was a long ass time ago when I wore that wig. But she said, "You said people have not been sending in tribe teas lately, and I have tea in my cabinet I can share with the tribe." I do remember that, because I was definitely going through a drought, and now I was like, guys, we're going through a drought of tribe teas, and then all you guys were just like, boom, 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 boom. So now we got hella tribe teas. So anyway, she says, "Firstly, you can call me Gemmy because I'm a Gemini. Doesn't matter, but Gem Gang, you know, Gemini Gang, it's all good. I'm here, you know. We actually have the same birthday. Well, please don't make me upset, because we should be here. We should be here, you know, we should be fucking here, but we'll see." So, anywho, "This past year has been a pile of stank booties and bad breath in the nasal cavity that is my life." way to paint a picture, sis. Goddamn. Okay. I experienced family members who passed away, a fire, and more. But it's all right. I'm sorry all that shit happened. It's not all right. That's a lot to deal with, but I'm here and trying to focus on the positivity that I know is coming in my life. For context, I'm 20, in college, and I am not close with my family. They did not even celebrate my B-Day this year when I traveled to their home to spend time with them for my birthday. I love a few of them, but the rest, Now let's get into it. I recently got a new job that is paying pretty well. My boss is limiting my hours once the school year starts so I can focus on academics. I did not manage school so well last year with financial issues and the stress from difficult events, and I have to make sure I do well in all of my classes to graduate on time in May. Over the past year, I had to work all the time and had no time for anything else, which also added to the stress. Now that I have more time, I'm trying to hop out of my head and all the fear I was raised with and hop into my bag. I'm planning to start driving to Atlanta, to start dating older men, potentially strip, and basically making that cash money. How did it go from like you're just trying to make a whole personality shift right now? You're like, you know what? I'm still about to be a smart sis, but fuck it. I'm about to just start dating pop-pops, getting that money, and shaking that ass. Like, okay. I am attracted to older men, and I'm trying to be taken care of by several. I'm not okay. I'm not talking about that sweet and low sugar the chick messing with the professor today had. That was some shade because I remember that story. That was some shade, and she talking about no shade. Girl, that was shade. I know you. We got the same birthday. You are being shady, okay? And I remember exactly what story you're talking about. That was definitely shady. But let me know if y'all remember that story time or that tribe tea. But I'm not talking about that sweet and low. I'm talking about dropping some serious stacks and investments. I have a plan that I'm not going to get into, and I already have older men eyeing me all the time where I am. The complication I'm dealing with right now most is fear, and I know you in the chat are going to flip a little bit. I am a virgin trying to mess with older men and potentially strip. Honestly, that's not as rare as you think. I don't know why people always try to, right, somebody just said LOL girl, so right, like it's not really that much of a thing. A lot of people who are virgins strip and are sugar babies. I have seen some things like on YouTube and Instagram where like they say how some sugar babies that are virgins will like bid off their virginities to sugar daddies, or like are get paid more because they are virgins. So it's not really rare. But yeah, I don't know. I guess to some people it'll kind of be like, oh well, girl, I don't know. But I'm gonna finish reading. But so I'm trying to make coins with untouched loins. Girl, I'm tired of you. I'm not a virgin because I'm hella awkward or anything. My Caribbean parents just sheltered the hell out of me, and I'm not really into dating, partying, etc. However, I see sex as work as something that, while difficult and misunderstood, can be very empowering and certainly lucrative. It's a way for me to ensure I have lots of money saved and potentially make some connections. Yes, there are other ways to make money and connections. I'm trying other things as well, but I want to explore this path and have been doing research for over a year. Okay, but like, you don't have to fuck people to get money though. Like, prostitution and stripping are completely different things. Being a sugar baby and prostitution are completely different things, or they should be anyway. Some girls blur the line, but you don't have to fuck anybody. You could stay a virgin and still strip and still do, like, you get what I'm saying? You don't need to fuck. Like, girl, you do not need to be fucking these people to get connections. Like, you don't have to do that. But anyway, if that isn't enough cayenne pepper for you and people are worried I'm gonna fall prey to some BS, and I'm aware it is still a possibility, but I'll be cautious. Somebody says she making this hard. I know, you making this way too hard, girl. Like, you do not need to be fucking nobody. You do, and for talking about all the people that think I'm gonna fall prey to some bullshit, you most likely will, mainly because what you're doing is prostitution. It's not being a sugar baby. Sugar baby does not equal prostitution. You could be doing way more better business moves than this. Like, if you want to use it to, if you want to use your body and your looks to get connections and meet certain people, like, you need a completely different business plan. Use your virginity to your advantage. Don't sleep with just anybody for money. Like, you haven't been touched before. Like, use that to your advantage. Market that to these, I guess, these rich ass men, and not the sweet and low man that you talking about getting. Now I'm kind of mad that you shaded my good sis from before, because this is all hypothetical money, girl. You don't even got no sugar daddy yet. You talk about doing it. But honestly, girl, like, you really don't need to fuck anybody. Bad things that can happen to you when you are basically prostituting yourself. You get competition, you can get pimped out, you can get hooked on drugs, like, girl. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this up. I had a situation last year amidst the crap happening with someone I met through my college who was trying to prey on me low-key. We met at a restaurant outside of school, and this 30-something-year-old man was high-key flirting with me. Honestly, I did not realize it at the time, but he was giving me hella looks. I thought it was just a bad habit to lick and bite his lips, but he was doing that at me. And anywho, I was talking about growing as an individual, and this dude takes it as an invitation to say he wants to meet at his office and talk about sensual shit with a whole family next to us at the restaurant. Us going from meeting in public spaces to meeting in his private quarters. I see what the fuck you're trying to do, you slimy bastard, and I think the fuck not. To make sure I was sensing what I was feeling correctly, I said there would be boundaries to what we would talk about, and there would be nothing sexual. This man stops smiling and says that sexual is a broad term and tries to work his way around it. Nah, I said what I said. I avoided him for the rest of the program we were involved in, though we ended up meeting in a public place again just because he kept trying to meet up and caught me when we were both on campus. I was dry as hell in my responses, and he seemed to get the point that he wasn't about to do no type of freaky shit with me. I don't play that, and to be honest, he was too broke and too young for me, even if he was not a creep. Girl, why did you go out with him then? Like, why did you go out with him? Because he was still the same age and he still had the same amount of money before you went out with him. So what are you doing, sis? Like, you should know off the bat, just again, like how you tried to fry up my good sis, like, you should have known off the bat that this dude was gonna be a sweet and low because he's at the college. And girl, I'm so mad we got the same birthday, because sis, like, what is going on? Like, I'm not gonna lie though, like, when I was 19, 20, this is definitely some type of shit that I was on, because I was single for like a good little minute, and like, I wasn't trying to do nothing for nobody for no free. I wasn't trying to hang out with no fucking sweet and lows. I wasn't really trying to do any of that stuff, and I was a very sexual person, but at the same time, I wasn't on no, like, I don't know. This is just making us Geminis look real unorganized with our business, because I would have turned this shit into a business. Girl, if I was a virgin at 19, 20, girl, I would still be a virgin today. I would still be a virgin today. The bids would be high, bitch. Like, and that is so bad to say, but I'm just being honest. Like, unfiltered Nadja. Like, if I was a virgin at 19 and 20, the bids would be high, bitch. I would be in Greece right now on somebody's poolside. Like, but anyway, somebody talk about period poop. So, nope, she is not done. She says, I'm looking for some multi-millionaires and eventually billionaires willing to put me in a condo, keep me looking stunning, a nice car, give me his credit card, and more, and I will achieve it. A man who's willing to take care of me that can get his V card, that could get this V card. Otherwise, this payment method is not accepted. Declined. Cut the card up with scissors and call the bank to shut it down. I cannot help it. I think older, wealthier men are sexy as hell for their wisdom, experience, humor, connections, and ability to provide. Girl, you're gonna be so mad when you actually start dating these older men, girl. Like, trust me, I'm the same way. I like older men too, but I have my limit. I don't like the stereotypical like daddy type men. Like, I don't go that old, but I like men older than me. Like, the oldest person I'd probably date as a 23-year-old would probably be like a 28-year-old. It's probably the oldest person that I would date. But girl, they all the same. They're just older fuckboys. Like, they're all the same. They're just older fuckboys with retirement money. Like, girl. And then it's like all these things that you want are hypothetical. They have not happened yet. Like, you literally just emailed the tribe with your 1-year business plan. Like, you haven't gotten out a dime, a penny, or nothing. And just, bruh. Somebody said, don't be hard on her. She says she grew up being sheltered. Well, that's great, but now she's an adult talking about auctioning the biscuit. So we're about to talk to this adult that's auctioning her biscuit about what's going on. Like, girl, a lot of people want what you want. That's another thing you need to think about, is a lot of people want what you want, and there's going to be a lot of competition. And like how somebody said about how you were sheltered, there's going to be way more business savvy girls. Some may be even younger than you, maybe 18, fresh out of high school, 18-year-old girl, way more business savvy than you, that could get that type of man you want, just because they are more wet behind the ears and experienced with how they market themselves, how they get their money. Because I know some people like to frown on sex work and the industry and everything, and sugar babies and all that shit. But those bitches are not stupid. Those bitches are not stupid. There are bitches out here making $1,000 taking pictures of their feet. Like, these girls are not dumb. This isn't quick money. This isn't easy money. And this glamorous life doesn't come without giving something up. So, and exactly like somebody just said, and they all keep a really tight ship. A lot of these really well paid off sugar babies all know each other. Like, this isn't just something where it's like, oh, okay, I'm young and I'm automatically going to do well. Like, you need to get your shit together. But I'm going to finish this up because I want to move on to another story. But basically, oh my God, you did not bring Megan Thee Stallion into this. I know you did not bring Meg into this on Beyonce's internet. She said, like Meg said, I'm on that cash shit. Girl, I'm starting to, oh my God, you about to make me get a freaking time machine, reverse back time, and tell my mom to just like hold me in the womb for like one more day, because you talking about we got the same birthday. Girl, you are making us June 6th babies mad right now. Oh my God, girl. Your ambition though, awesome. This is a very nice business plan. Very nice. Great ambition. But, girl, I want to be a woman men like, that can find peace in knowing their secrets and feelings will not be judged and spilled for the world to tear them down. I know a financially successful man, and he is stressed as hell. He likes talking to me and gives me opportunities for a lot of things, but he's in a no-go zone. He's married, got kids, a bit of a drama queen, and I met the fam several times. At this point, he might as well be my dad. Well, girl, another thing you're going to have to fucking deal with is 80% of these men you're going to be dealing with are going to have families and are going to have drama. Just saying, comes with the game. She said, I'm open to advice and commentary. I'll probably be crackling at the comments and reactions to this and other tribe teas. Stay beautiful and oh so bad, Jemmy. Well, thanks for emailing us in, Jemmy, because that was interesting. Again, I like your business plan. I love it's a really awesome, well thought out business plan. But I feel like you do need to study the game a little bit. That's all I'm gonna say. Study the game. If you really want to take this seriously, I really hope you haven't gave up your V card yet. I really hope you get a little bit more educated. That's all I'm gonna say. It's awesome family plan, girl. I don't know what you got. Awesome business plan, but yeah, I'm gonna read what some of you guys are saying in the comments. Someone said, "Oh no, she's a virgin." Yeah, she's a virgin. And she's trying to strip and do all this stuff. But it's like, bro, you don't got to try to strip. You could go to a club and fucking strip right now. Like, I get the sugar baby thing is a lot, but you can strip wherever. Somebody said, stop watching these TV shows and YouTube videos about people glamorizing sugar baby shit. Like, I agree with that too, because some people think that shit's easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy job. The same way how people think being a YouTuber is easy. How you could just sit up in front of this camera and, oh, money. Yeah. It's like, no, that's not how it works. It's a lot of hard work. Like, someone said stripping and being a virgin don't correlate. Go strip and make your coin. That's what I'm saying, too. I'm like, girl, start your business plan off. Like, go and do your thing, girl. Go and do your thing. That's all I'm saying. But I'm gonna go to the next one. This next one is called I'ma Beat My Racist Roommate's Ass, Naja, with a whole bunch of punching and fighting emojis, like Nuck If You Buck music playing in the background. Like, okay, so she said, bitch, I'm gonna beat their ass. Okay, let me read this. Okay, so, hey Naja girl, I'm a huge fan of you, hun. Thank you for the amazing content. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for sending in this tribe tea, because we need it. So, I'm not sure when you'll get around to reading this, when I'm still living with this girl, or I have moved out, but anywho, I hope you've moved out. My friend from high school had posted on Facebook Marketplace that she wants someone to take over her lease. She was a really cool girl, and the pictures of the apartment looked nice as hell. At the time, I was living with my grandma and grandpa, my mom, aunt, and my baby cousin on the weekends, and it was a 3-bedroom house with 2 makeshift rooms, so it was small as hell. I wanted out, and I was 21, so I definitely wanted to get my own place. I went to view the apartment, and I loved it. It was good enough for me, and it was only $420 a month. Damn, sis, okay. Shit, I would have moved in, too. $420 a month? Okay. But then, the girl tells me that she has a roommate. She told you that afterwards? Well, I mean, honestly, I get it how, like, damn, I would have wanted to know that before I moved in. But then at the same time, it's like, sis, you was already living with, like, fucking 8 damn people. So one person shouldn't be a problem, but hey. I've had the worst experience with roommates ever, sis. One of them that I had pissed on my suitcase when she was drunk. The other one never took a damn shower and stayed musty. Bruh, I hate having roommates, but the place looked really decent, was in a nice area, and I wanted out of my house with my family. I said, okay, whatever, I'll deal with this roommate. Girl, I don't blame you. I will never, ever, 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 ever do roommates ever again in my life. Like, if I'm not fucking you, you're not living in my house. Like, that's just basically how I'm moving on for the rest of my life. And, like, if I do form another attachment with somebody and we become very close, you know, you could spend the night for a week or 2, but you're not living here. Like, never, ever, ever, ever again, don't do roommates. I completely feel you. Like, no, roommates are whack. Like, I like having people come over. Like, that's way more fun when you invite your friends over to your house, you drink your wine, you watch your Netflix. Like, no. Anyway, I moved in probably a month later. Me and the roommate got along for a little bit. We went out to the bars one time with my boyfriend and her friends, and it was honestly cool, and we had a good time. So maybe a few months later, we didn't really talk anymore, but whatever. She started doing real petty things, like taking my food but not replacing it after, or the few times that she would take out a gallon of milk or sour cream and leave it out all night. Bruh, that reminds me of this one roommate I had, and I've did this analogy before, or like told this story before, so I'm not gonna drag it. But basically, I had this one roommate that used to just like leave milk out and just leave it in the fridge. Like, they would buy milk on and some of you guys may have heard this and some of you guys may haven't, because somebody did mention the ex-best friend story time. So, and everybody always asks me about a part 2, but I didn't really want to incriminate myself at first, so I didn't do the part 2 because the statutes of limitations weren't up yet when I did that video. But then now that the statutes of limitations are up, I just feel like the situation is dead. I don't got no ill feelings toward people anymore. I really don't care for people anymore. So I did make a whole video about it. But basically, that roommate that I had, Libra, used to leave milk in the fridge. And like, she would buy the milk on like August the 1st. And now it's October and that milk is still in there. Like, just rot. Like, she would just leave rotten milk in there the whole time, right? So when they did move out, I had found out where they lived, and I had bought a gallon of milk and I let it rot in the fridge, and then I drove to their apartment and I poured that rotten milk all over their front door and all over their welcome mat and all over their hallway. So yeah, that's how I dealt with roommates that don't like to throw away fucking rotten milk. So that I feel you with that frustration when it comes to, even when I did consume dairy, like, I just think dairy is disgusting to be left out, like yogurts, milks, cheeses, like, it's disgusting and it stinks. And like, when you just break down exactly what it is, that is molding cow titty pus. Like, that's disgusting, nasty. Like, But yeah, I definitely had to deal with roommates when it came to milk, so I definitely get your pain. Like, that shit is disgusting. And yes, my petty ass definitely did all of that because bruh, and that was just the beginning. Like, I did the milk, then I drove back and started busting, breaking property. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, the statute of limitations are up for that shit. It doesn't really matter, but it's just like I didn't want to make a whole video about it, even though people kept asking me to do it, but I just didn't want to because I just feel like it would make me come off like I'm still pressed about the situation when I'm not. Did they find out? I don't really know. Don't really care. But yeah, I fucked up some property that day, and that's all I'm gonna say. And I live in the same plaza. I never get no fucking retaliation. So, because I had cameras in front of my house back then too. But I'm not gonna get in trouble because statute of limitations are up, and I'm not making a whole video, so I really don't care. But definitely fucked some shit up. But anyway, so yeah, her roommate was a nasty ass bitch and decided to leave milk and sour cream out all night, like nasty bitches do. She started not to clean up after herself and would leave her food out on the table all night. Our friends, or she'll have friends over the night before and leave bottles and beer cans out for the next week. Before, I would just clean up after her, but it came to the point where she continued to do it, and I'm not anyone's mom. So I only cleaned her mess when it was just getting nasty and started attracting bugs or whatever. She was not raised right at all. After a while, I said, fuck it. You're 26. You need to clean up after your damn self. So, did you talk to the other roommate where it's just like, hey, are you noticing that this bitch is, like, dirty as fuck? Like, shortly after, my boyfriend and I decided to get a cat. I'm so sorry, sis, and it sucks that you have to base your life decisions on your roommates. But if I knew my roommates were dirty as fuck and, like, was leaving bugs and like trash and shit, I would not get a pet because your house gonna stink. Like, your house is going to smell nasty. Like it's bad enough this bitch way too old to be living like that. Someone said the cat gonna chase the rat. I guess. My family pretty much never had pets, so I made sure I let my roommate know that I wanted a cat multiple times. She said that she had no issue with it since she has 2 cats of her own. So y'all already got all these cats. You got all these pets. You got 2 cats in the house. 2 adults that don't know how to clean up after themselves. Or at least one adult that for sure doesn't and another one that's acting oblivious to what's going on. And now you're trying to add another cat to this situation. This is disgusting. So, I get the cat and everything's cool. Then maybe a month or 2 after this, she starts letting this random dude stay there. I have no idea who he even is, except for the fact that she's bitched and moaned to me about this guy and how she's paid his rent and utility bills a few times because he'll get his paycheck and spend it all on alcohol and coke. Like some really dumb shit. And he's almost 30 too. Girl, where are you meeting these people? I'm sorry, but I would have had to move back in with my 8 other family members. Like, I would not be able to live with this bitch. Like, that's my pet peeve too. Like, when people come to you and be complaining to you about shit, but then want to go run and do that shit and then expect you to just be smiling in their face when it's like, bitch, weren't you just bitching about this? Like, when I told my boyfriend that this dude was staying at our place the last few nights, my boyfriend went all protective mode and pretty much moved his stuff in and said that he wasn't going to let some dude stay there that he doesn't know without him being there. To make matters even worse, the dude brought along his super aggressive cat and his pit bull. So now the animal count is at 4 cats and 1 dog. Y'all house must stink. Y'all house must smell so fucking nasty. Like, it must smell like a petting zoo. It must smell like hay. Like, oh my god. His cat that he brought along was so mean and constantly fought my cat for no reason. She had claw marks on her face and everything. They leave the pit bull in a small cage all day and night and maybe walk it once a day. Y'all need to call the people. But sis, this bitch also stole my alcohol. One day I was going through some shit, so my boyfriend and I said we're gonna go out for the night and drink or whatever. I had bought some flavored vodka maybe a week or 2 before, and it was kind of pricey too. I hadn't even opened it and left it in the kitchen because it was only me and the roommate. So I look in the kitchen and my bottle is nowhere to be found. I was already pissed off before, so now I'm fuming. I text her and asked if she knew where my alcohol was at, and she said, yeah, sorry, I was stressing and didn't have any alcohol, and I drank half of it. I'm like, okay, well, can I at least have the rest of my alcohol? And she literally said, no, I'm still stressing and I'm gonna drink it tonight. I'm sorry. I would have been like, bitch, what you're not about to do is tell me what you're gonna do with my shit. Like, this is my shit. Like, you're not gonna take my shit and then tell me, oh, actually, I'm going to continue. Like, bitch, who are you? Like, where's you either gonna pay me for this bottle or, like, better yet, no, fuck that. Fuck that. You're going to ask me if you could pay for this bottle and hope I say yes. Because this is my shit. Like, oh, girl. My boyfriend was reading the text with me as she was sending them. And as soon as she sent that last one, my boyfriend literally grabbed my hand and told me that we're going to go out to eat. Because he knew that I wanted to just open her door and whoop her ass. So she was in the house and you texted her, girl, if you don't get up and go knock on that door and have a face-to-face conversation. That's why nobody like being my roommate, bro. Because like whenever shit popped off, I don't do that social media shit. I don't do that texting shit. I need to talk to you in your face. And that's like the main thing that a lot of my roommates did not like about me, because I'm very fucking confrontational. Like I overanalyze way too much and I overthink way too much to let serious conversations happen over text, because tone can be misconstrued, body language, facial features. Like that's why I need to talk to people in public, in face to face. Like I can't do that shit. I can't do that text. Somebody talking about Aquarius moon. I guess that is my Aquarius moon, bro. I just can't do that subtweeting, passive aggressive. We're in the same house, but I'm gonna text you. Like, no, fucking weird. Just fucking weird. People are weird. That's why I can't do roommates. Jesus. Anyway. She's honestly been my worst roommate, and I hope that by the time you've read this, I've already moved out into my place with my boyfriend and kicked that bitch to the curb. Well, I honestly hope that you moved out as well, because that was a lot. But the title of this was, I'm gonna beat my racist roommate's ass. Like, how is she racist? All I got from that was that she was just dirty. Like, I didn't get no racist vibe from her. I didn't even get a vibe that she was any type of color. Like, I don't know. I didn't get the racist vibe. Maybe I missed that. Maybe somebody in the comments can tell me where that was mentioned, because I missed it. But yeah, I just got that she was dirty and a thief and inconsiderate and very up her own ass, because why did she think any of that was okay? I don't know. But hey, that's pretty much it. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, we just did our Tribe Tea segment. We haven't done one of these on a Sunday in a long ass time, but that was a very clickbaity ass title. Like, I was like, damn, I really thought that something else was gonna pop off. But she was pretty dirty, so I get why you would want to leave. But I was expecting the hard ER too. I was definitely getting ready for it. I was preparing my spirit. Like, I was ready. I was ready, bitch. I really was. But that's pretty much it for today's Tribe Tea segment. I want to thank all of you guys that did send me in submissions today. It was much appreciated. Again, if you guys want your stories read on this channel, all you have to do is email me in the email in the description below. Make sure that it is my advice email and not my business email, because those get lost in the sauce. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys again for joining me on this Sunday, because usually we do it on Wednesdays, and I know this is really like out of the blue, but yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody in the live chat. Thanks for chilling with me. I appreciate all my moderators. Thanks for keeping shit in check. Shout out to Action Jackson. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go put on some pants and get some water. So peace out. Have an awesome weekend, guys.